Hello. Hello, how y'all doing again? I'm back at you again with another edition of another episode. I told you I'll be back. Uh, I just want to take time to say that I love all of you African American black men and women. I love my church family, Shiloh, Seventh Adventist. I shot you all out. I shot my family out in Louisiana at Hammond. Excuse me, but in Louisiana, and on Harold Street, the Seventh Adventist Church in Louisiana. If you get this message, know that I'm shouting you all out. Uh, you know, so, and I guess a lot of people wonder why I talk about the African American. Why is he talking on African Americans and he's not talking about the other race of people and excluding them and talking more about the African Americans or whatever? I'm not doing that. I'm just saying that wherever the problem lies at the most, you go to and you get to where the problem lies. So, and the reason why I say that too is because it is a little bit harder for us as African Americans is to pull up. You know what I mean? Then, you know what I'm just saying? Then the Europeans. I'm just gonna say it like, you know who the Europeans are. And I'm not spreading hate. I'm not doing none of that. All I'm doing, I'm just telling the truth. And the truth, it is what it is. And don't get me wrong, I know that there's a lot of things that you look at on TV, and you can't believe everything you see on TV. You can't believe everything you see on the internet or anything like out here that's put out here. You can't believe it. But at the same time, you can learn from a lot of. You can look at a lot of simple things on the news. You know what I mean? And you can just pull up evidence, and you can see we got a lot of evidence. We have a lot of proof. Because of the color of our skin as an African Americans, let's just be real. It's a little bit harder. Just like, for example, if a black person walks out of here and they committed a robbery, and you had a European person with you, and each one of y'all committed the same crime, and you end up going, let's say you have a day in court, and they have a sentencing in court, and they read a verdict, and they decide who gonna get the sentence or what kind of sentence they gonna give you for the crime that you committed. You know what I mean? Even though you and the European person committed the same crime, and they read a verdict, and they read his verdict, they gonna tell you that his verdict probably say not guilty, and they probably gonna say to the African American, you're guilty. That would be the verdict for the African American. You cannot prove me I'm wrong. Tell me you cannot. No one can prove me wrong on that. And not only that, but if you look around, if you go for a job, and if the African American is let's say he has the same, he's very qualified, or she's very qualified. She can do the work, and she's very qualified for the job. And the European cannot be qualified for the job. And you know who those people are. You know who they gonna hire? They gonna hire the European person over the African American. That's truth. It's a fact. At the end of the day, they gonna hire them over you, us as African American. So what I'm promoting and what I'm saying is let us as African Americans stick together. We have to stick together. Now, with me saying that, don't think that I'm spreading hate, because I'm not spreading hate, because I'm saying this here. I see that we need to, because it's a lot. I know it's a lot of things that you have to be careful what you bring and put out here, because I want to make sure that people understand, but I do want to be careful with how and what I say and what I put out there. But at the same time, I want to be truthful, and I want to be as honest as I possibly can. Let's just call it for what it is. You know, that's just the way it is. So we have to learn how to look out for each other, because do you know, I'm just going to be totally much more honest with you all. Um, the the society that we living in as African American, you know what we got to learn how to is to make, excuse me, we got to make sure that our families are safe, because we know, you know what, if we don't look out for each other, it ain't nobody else gonna look out for us. Now what I'm telling you, I'm not saying nothing wrong, I'm just telling you what the reality is. We as a black family, we got to learn how to look out and make sure our families are safe, because you know what, the society, the police forces and all those different things, they don't have our best interests at heart. I'm on average. I'm not saying all. I'm just saying the vast majority of the government and all of them. They, it's injustice. It really is. It really is. It's injustice. I'm sorry to say it, but no. You know what? I'm not gonna be sorry to say it. It's the truth. You cannot. Don't be sorry for speaking the truth. And that's what I'm saying. And that's why I value the African Americans so much like I do. It's because, look at, for example, look at the Trayvon Martin situation. How many of European people do you see getting shot down? No, you don't always see that. It's more within, a lot of us are being shot down. The black men. We are. You can be walking in a certain area, and we as the African American males, whoever we are, male or female or whatever, if a crime happens, they're gonna stop you out there, especially if you out there late at night or during the day. You fit that description, they gonna say you did it. It's just the only protection that I would say that we have is God. That's all I can say. That's the only protection that we have in the society in which we're living in, because and we have to let us learn how. And don't get me wrong. Now I'm not spreading hate. I'm not trying to plant racism. I'm not doing that. Because I'm gonna tell you another thing. It's impossible for African Americans to be racist. Some of you may say, well, why you say that? For example, we would take a liking to anybody. We'll take a liking to anybody. That's the way I believe that we have that strong structure, or that we came from. It's just something about the African American. I believe in my heart that we just have that strong gene. Because look at the things that we would do for other race of people. We would be willing to die for another race of people. We would. I really believe that with all my heart. The things that we do. And I'm going to say it like this here. A lot of time we say, and I know a lot of people are probably not going to agree with me for saying this here, but we are more, I believe that the African Americans is more quicker to forgive other race of people quicker than they would forgive us. And I'm not saying all. And I don't want nobody to be misquoting me on this here. If you decide to do a response back to me or reply or whatever, I just want to make sure I put it out there, and I want to make sure I make this clear. I'm not saying not all. I'm just hitting the majority. That's what I'm hitting. I'm hitting the majority. And that's how it is, And with that being said, I just believe that we are. I just believe that, and I know I'm going to get this going to be probably going to be a controversy with what I'm saying. But nevertheless, it's the truth anyhow. I think, I hear people say we got to learn how to forgive. I believe that even though we may not up front admit right then and there and forgive a person or something like that, but I do believe that at some point we'll forgive quicker. I think we would. We do. All you have to do is just pay attention. We'll forgive another race of people quicker than they would forgive us. And we know who those people are. But in return, The vast majority, I'm not saying they won't, but the vast majority of the other race of people, they not gonna forgive us like that. Not too fast. But we are more quicker to forgive them, quicker than they will forgive us. You know what I'm saying? Like with the shooting of Trayvon. The family immediately sat up. I saw a piece of an episode. They said that something about, I believe that they put it in, they wasn't going too much, they just, from the way they was talking, they would let God handle it, but they still keep moving on or whatever, and that's why I do believe that we're more easily to forgive, because we have that strong structure within us that I can't even explain. I can't even explain it. You know what I mean? So since I'm lost for words, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead on and I'm gonna close this video out. But I'm here to say that I love you all African Americans very much. And if there's anything that you feel that I left out or anything, just feel free to leave your comments down below. And I will respond to them. I'll just put the information in the link below. And you can, how you want to do it. It doesn't matter. I love y'all very much. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. And I love you very much. And parents, men and women, let us learn to stick together. Let us stick together. Let us encourage our children. Even those that feel boring in school. You know what I'm saying? They feel like school is boring or whatever, but I know it can be boring, but in the end, make the sacrifice, because the sacrifice will be worth it. Because I would be totally wrong to sit up here and try to, say not to do it, because I'm doing everything I can and try to make up for lost time, because I don't have all, I'm not really no educated person, but I'm not on here for fame and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to and that is my reason for coming on YouTube, is to let you know, hey, love you very much. And that's all I can say. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Now I'm going to go ahead on. I'm going to close it out. And you all have a good night. All right. See you later.